Yeah, what a lot of them is ashamed of what they're being. What makes you ashamed of being black or being the race that what you are? What makes you ashamed of that? You know, I was taught when they were little, you know, oh, we should worship the white person. We should worship how the white women look. You know, that's not what it's be. You know, that's not the way it should be. You know, they should love themselves for what they are. You know, it's like having a picture of a white Jesus at home, knowing that Jesus is black. You know, so they've been taught through that through the years. So now they're starting to hate yourself more and more.
Okay.
That's what they call target marketing. You know what I mean? It's like back in the day, the Joe Cool camel commercial. You know what I mean? It targeted the teenagers. You know, if you want to be cool like this camel, smoke you some cigarettes. You know what I mean? Even in my day, Billy D. Williams had us all thinking we could get a lot of girls if we drank some Coke 45. See what I'm saying? So now TV, they see the black women now slinging their hair around in slow motion, full of body, long and silky. You know what I mean? Instead of this black woman like Erykah Badu walk around nappy-headed and beautiful, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And it kills the whole thing. And then it all falls back to here. You hear the black women now holler, I want a real man. But you go out there and check how many of them got their real hair, how many of them got their real eyelashes, how many of them couldn't wake up in the morning and stand and be seen in the morning without this stuff on, without the clown face on. See, realness goes both ways. You know, it just put on us more.
Prophet, you know, what Cedric just hit on a moment ago was actually a subject that we just never really ever put any good is a subject that we never put any real good dialogue on, and that's our third subject, which is white supremacy. What is white supremacy, and why are we so afraid to discuss it openly?
I mean, the answer is in the question, because of white supremacy. I mean, and that encompasses everything from the way they project and the way we receive, you know, how they are, because supremacy is that they're better on every level of life than us. So if they're better on every level of life, our opinions don't even matter. So if we're going to address it, it don't even matter, because we, like, a lot of people got the mentality, well, if I say this or if I try this, it ain't going to change nothing. So I might as well just not even say nothing. So it's like the ideology and the principality out here is the self-defeating thought. So we defeat it because we fail to try on a lot of things. So yeah, the white supremacy is just them having a supreme mind state and us having inferior mind state. That's the Jedi mind trick, when this actuality of it is the other way around.
Mufasa, on an earlier show, you hit on that point about white supremacy, but you were talking about the laws.
Well, the laws are really basically the same. One thing I would say about the laws growing up in Georgia than it is here. At least the law in Georgia, you knew who your enemy was. You knew who the Klan, you knew the guy next door to you, he's a member of the Klan, and he was proud to let you know he's a member of the Klan, and he don't mess with you, he don't want nothing to do with you, he don't want to do that, don't want you in his yard. That's the kind of white man I'm used to, and the kind of white man that I prefer to deal with, and the kind of white man that I can respect, rather than coming up here and notice that white people hate you, but they'll still hang out with you, they'll date you, they'll have sex with you, you know what I mean? And they'll hate you. And that example comes from so many of my black friends. You know, they have white women, you know what I mean? It's all lovey-dovey for a while, but the very first time that white woman gets mad at him, he's gonna be called every kind of nigga that she could think of. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's different languages. And that shows the prejudice. But we don't want to get white supremacy mixed up with white pride. See, sometimes we get the two mixed up. Sometimes it ain't the white boys don't dislike you. They know too much about you. You know what I mean? And I don't fault a man for trying to preserve his race, because let's be for real. He has to preserve his race in order to survive, because in order for a white race to survive, they need to make white babies. And in order for a white man to make a white baby, he ain't like us. Whoever we mate with, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, you gonna get a black baby out the deal. See what I'm saying? And we the only race in the world that can destroy a whole nother race with our penis. See what I'm saying? So if every black man got him 4 or 5 white girls, and we all got them all pregnant, we could wipe out the white race. A white man needs a white woman to make a white kid. The only way you can make a white kid, 2 white people have to get together. See what I'm saying? But if a white man gets with a Japanese woman, the baby ain't white no more.
See as being the overriding purpose of the white supremacist
Trying to destroy us by sending us off to prison for hundreds of years or whatever. You know, if a young black man go to prison, that's his chance to reproduce. He can't reproduce in prison, you know, or we killing each other. You know, that's their whole purpose is exterminate us. You know, that's.
I had a chance to listen to author Neely Fuller, and he said that one of the purposes of white supremacy was to keep us confused.
Yep, keep us confused, down and out. You know, really to destroy the black man by any means possible. You know, they can, you know, like he was saying, or one brother was saying, well, we'll get a black woman a job. We'll take care of her, but we're not gonna take care. We're not gonna give him nothing. We're gonna really X him out the picture.
You know something? Really, white supremacy first. In order for white supremacy to work, and don't get me wrong, they have a lot of us brainwashed. In order for white supremacy to work, you gotta first believe that white man is supreme over you. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's supreme over you mentally, and if you look at it, and if you really look around, most white supremacists are some of the most dumbest tobacco chewing, redneck, low wood, backwood crackers that you ever met in your life. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I'm growing up down south all my life. Most of the white supremacists I met couldn't outthink me. Even my teachers in school, white supremacists tried to tell me that I don't have the mental capacity to go to college. That I should go in the military or go to trade school. I was smarter than them, and because they knew I was smarter than them, so I became that little uppity nigga in the class. You know what I mean? You couldn't spank me. I wasn't gonna let you spank me. My mom wasn't gonna let you spank me. I wore nice clothes to school. I could read, I could write, and I could think. You know what I mean? And I had an opinion. So therefore, I mean, even in school, I was in the Air Force. That's white man's organization. You know what I mean? I'll give you one more. I got fired from a job in Springfield, Ohio. It was a majority white job, and a few black people that worked in the job, but they were just happy to have that job. So they would go along to get along. I mean, the white boys, they would go around the job cracking black jokes, nigger jokes. They would play grab your ass, boot to the ass. And when I stood up at a team meeting one day, and I'm being a new guy, I say, they said, introduce yourself. I said, my name is Mufasa, and I want all y'all know I've been sitting here observing the week. Y'all like to play grab ass and like to say boot to the ass and like to tell black jokes. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? And after that, me being a new guy, from that day forward, a plot went in to get rid of me. It just took them 6.5 years to do it, and they had to get rid of me. It took 6 white men to go in the office and brainstorm, because they tried every way they could to get rid of me. But I outthought them on every level, so they had to go brainstorm and get me on a technicality.